are all covered with snow and can't really see any boulder trails or anything else, so we called it Sunday today, so it's a day of rest and a day of play, as you can see. And then hopefully the weather will be better tomorrow and we'll be able to start working again. So we're just doing some like prep work for work tomorrow, as you can see. Other than that, sometimes it's a little cold and the wind bites. The wind is, we get some strong winds that cut through you pretty well, so it can get kind of cold, but other than that, it's a pretty amazing experience. A lot of fun. A lot of hard work, but a lot of fun. The way everything's weathering out here, I mean, it's just an incredible landscape. It's just really awesome. You just look at it, it's not like anything you've seen before. Well, hard work. I mean, we're not lifting heavy stuff every day, but we do a lot of hiking, and the terrain's really rugged. There's no sidewalks or trails, so it's, you know, walking on 25-degree scree slopes, Alice slopes.
Opposed to here, there's nothing living, and when the wind doesn't blow, it's just dead silent, and it doesn't smell like anything either. It's just total lack of smells or sounds. So,
what do you see? It's like we're on the moon. Lots of rocks. Totally barren. Except there's a breeze here. Alfalfa, big dog.
Go ahead, big dog.
Tell me about the dinner, over.
Well, we're gonna do chicken and rice with some sort of creamy cheese sauce and vegetables. Over. Oh, we've got these GPS bolts that this group installed last year, and a bunch of boulders around, and the idea is that you come back and measure, you get a precise location of that boulder, and from year to year you can see if there was movement, if that boulder was moving on the surface of the slope or whatnot. And so they installed them all last year, and we came back this year and we measured all those bolts to get the location to see if there's any difference. And you wouldn't expect too much happening in 1 year, but if you come back and look at those bolts in another 10 to 15, 20 years, then you might expect to see some good movement, so that would be worth coming back. They're all installed, so. that's the biggest thing I'm taking away from it, was just going through the thought process, looking at features for the first time that I had no explanation about, that, you know, I'd never seen before, and then sitting there with somebody else and talking about how that could have formed or what could have caused that feature, and you know, just going through the thought process. It was priceless to be able to do that. I mean, in school you look at slides and they're explaining to you what it is, and so it makes sense, but you didn't get to that point by yourself. You didn't figure it out. You didn't see it in nature. And being in the field, especially a place like the dry valleys in Antarctica, where, you know, there's no other place like it. It was really priceless to be there and be able to do that in those conditions. So that's the biggest thing.
I think so.